So here we are at the models page, and I just want to use this page as a model to show you how to add and remove widgets from the sidebar, the footer, and how to change some menu items. The first thing we're going to talk about here is the menu. We have a menu here, and we have a menu here, as a matter of fact. This is our primary navigation menu. And this is a menu, a custom menu that we've added as a widget down here in the footer. So let me explain what the difference between those is. Here's the dashboard, and I'm going to come over here to Appearance, and I have two. And when I come over to Appearance, I'm going to have a selection of Themes, Customize, Widgets, Menus, and Editor. We're going to be interested here in the widgets and menus. So I'm going to open both of these up in their own tabs, so we can go ahead and take a look at both interfaces. So let's first take a look at the menus interface. And here we have our primary menu, and you'll see that it is equal to the menu items down here. And I'm just going to take, for instance, let's say that I wanted to move food carts and event carts under specification. I can just grab that like that and take that and move that directly under specifications. Come over here and save the menu. And now when I come out over here and refresh, you're going to see that food and event carts have been moved below specifications. To move them back, I just come over here, grab this item, move it up top, click Save Menu. Remember, you've got to save the menu or your menu changes will not take place. And then go ahead and refresh the page, and we're back where we were. That is how you switch out menu items. To add a menu item, we have our pages over here, all of the different pages that we have on our website. And let's say that I wanted to add the event calendar to the main menu here. Then I would just click on Event Calendar. And let me explain up here real quick. We have Most Recent, and these are going to be in the order the pages have been created. We have a view to view all the pages, and then we have here the ability to search. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to click on the Event Calendar, and you can select more than one of these. You can select several at the same time, but I'm just going to select one, and then I'm going to click Add to Menu. And you're going to go now, right down here at the very bottom, I now have Event Calendar. And let's say I'm going to move that up right under Blog, hit Save Menu, come over here, refresh the page, and now you'll see I have the event calendar down here. In addition to that, you will see that this area did get larger and that the background is still available to cover that area. The responsive nature of the system makes this header right here, you're never actually going to go run out of room with the header. It's actually has a CSS rule to go ahead and cover all the area right there. So as your menu were to get larger or smaller, this will go ahead and adjust. And if for some reason you reach the maximum height of this, what it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and readjust the positioning of this image to go ahead and make sure that the entire header is filled with this image. So that's how that works. It's called a background cover property is what it is. So that's why when you saw this move forward, there is still some of this picture here that hadn't been shown yet. And even if we run out of that, simply what it's going to do is just zoom in on this picture is what it's going to do, so it's still covering that entire area. So as you can see now, we've got Event Calendar right above Contact Us over here. So, but I don't actually want that there because the event calendar is down in the bottom. So let's say I want to remove that. I'm going to come over here, and you'll notice here it denotes that this is a page, and you can also add in links, categories, calendars, organizers, venues. This is with the event management system. We'll go over that a little later. But right over here, you've got this little arrow, and when you click on that, it brings down this little page that has to do with the blog itself, little widget here, that has to do with whatever menu item is there. Right now, we're going to go ahead and go down to Event Calendar, and one of the options is, for instance, if I was on a touchpad screen and I didn't have a mouse, where I wasn't able to easily click and grab stuff, I would be able to use these items right here to move this up one, down one, place it as a sub-menu under blog, move it to the top. Okay. That's what these are for right here. I could give it a title attribute, which means when somebody hovers over it, they're going to get a small little explanation of where that leads to. That's what the title attribute does, but we usually leave those empty here. They're usually not necessary, and they can be kind of visually annoying as a matter of fact. But what I want to do here is I just want to remove this item, so I'm just going to click Remove. And when I do that, it's just going to remove that completely. I can save the menu, come over here, refresh the page, and our event calendar is now gone. So perfect. Okay, now let's say I want to change this menu, this footer menu right here. So let's come over here to menus, and I'm going to come over here to where it says select a menu to edit, come down and click footer navigation. And now when I select that, I'm going to get the links that are in the footer navigation section. And I can change those, remove those, reorder them, add to them, just like we did the other menus. They work just the same. But let me explain the one difference between the custom footer navigation menu and the one that we have on the home page, and that is over here in the widgets page. As you'll see, we have several different widgetized areas. Here's a widgetized for the blog page. Here's a widgetized area for the regular page. Here's a widgetized area for our 404 page, which is a page that comes up if somebody's looking for a page and it's not found. They put in a URL that doesn't exist on our system. A 404 page will come up, and you can have separate sidebar items for those pages. Then we have our footer area. We have left widget area, we have middle widget area, and we have our right widget area. And you'll see in this left widget area, which is all the way to the left, we have a custom menu called Can We Help? You're able to put in, and once again, you'll see we have this little arrow. When we click, we get the full widget right here. You can place in whatever you want for the title, and then you can select a menu, and we've selected footer navigation here. When we save it, then that places that menu right here in the footer. Is what it does. We can get rid of that menu or create a different menu for it and place whatever menu we want in there. But when we want to change these menu items, we come right over here to the menu and change them through the regular WordPress menu interface. And you can actually create new menus if you want to, just by simply clicking create a new menu. It'll ask you to name the menu, and then that's all you have to do, and then all of a sudden you'll have these, then you'll just have another menu that you can select over here and add to and change as you want. And you can place that using the custom menu widget in any of these widgets that you wanted. So if you wanted to have separate custom menus on the sidebar for the blog, regular pages, and for a not found page, you can do that through these custom menus. Very, very simple and easy to do. So let's talk about the widgets now that we're here on the widgetized areas. And I'm going to come to the main page sidebar right here, and I'm going to add a couple of widgets to this area. Let's say one widget that I want to add is a widget that's going to show all the different pages in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just place that widget in there. I'm going to give it a title, just call it pages. It's going to ask me what I want to sort by. I'm going to go ahead and sort by page title. I could exclude a page if I wanted to. I would need to utilize the page ID to do that, and that is acquired through querying the database, as a matter of fact. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And now when I come over here to the models page, I'm going to refresh. And now over here in the widget area, I get a list of all the pages on our site, kind of basically like a sitemap sort of. And they're in alphabetical order, as you can see. Now, if I didn't want that there, very, very simple to get rid of. I'm just going to come over here and pull it off here, hover over here, and let it go. Come back to the page, refresh, and now you're going to see we have no widgets added. Very, very easy to add widgets. The widgets are going to be a little different for each widget. So let's say this is an RSS widget. I can go ahead and enter an external RSS feed right here and give it a title, show how many options that I want it to display, and then when I click Save, it's going to go ahead and save that and display a little RSS feed in the site. I don't want that there. I just pull it off and drop it over here in this area. Now, let's say I'm going to go ahead and put on just a blank text box over here, and this just allows me to give it a title. I'm just going to call it title, and then this allows me to give it some content, okay, whatever text content I want. State that it's text, and this can also be arbitrary HTML, as a matter of fact. Now, I can also click here, automatically add paragraphs, to where if I was going to have several paragraphs in here, I could just, instead of having to put break tags or paragraph tags in here, if I just click this, then WordPress is going to automatically know that in each one of these line breaks to go ahead and turn this into paragraph text and format it like we do all the other paragraph text on our site. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save, come over here, refresh the page, and now you'll see we have our widget with our title and the text that we've placed in there. Now, let's say I don't want this widget in this sidebar right now, but I want to save it for later. Okay, so I don't want to just, when you bring it over here and let it go, all of a sudden it's gone forever. It's nowhere. But if I take this and I come all the way down here to Inactive Widgets, and I drop that widget in there, even though now we'll no longer see it up here, and when we go to the page and refresh the page, it's no longer there. I can come back down here at a later time, grab that widget, bring it right back up to our page area, drop it right in there, and now you'll see when I refresh the page that our widget has come back. But I do not want that widget there. I want it to go away. And it's gone, just like that. And it works the exact same with the footer areas. The footer areas are just, you could just imagine them as three little sidebars. Right here we have a Facebook like box, and then this right here is just a text box, and this is a custom menu item. As you go through these different widgets right here, and feel free to bring them in and experiment with them. You're not going to damage anything at all. And you can also add through other plugins. You can add other widgets, widgets to give you, for instance, if you wanted to display a Twitter feed, we have one right here, and also to display more posts. You'll see this stuff sometimes labeled with selfie, and that's the name of the framework that we've installed. Here we also have a bunch of different Facebook widgets that we have added in. A layer slider widget, which is also, you can add a small widgetized slider to the sidebar area if you like. Like I said, there's a lot of flexibility in widgets, and if you want some type of widget that you don't see listed here, just let us know. We can probably go ahead and find a plugin for it.